I'm currently just having trauma flashbacks.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. I was gonna say.
No, I'm fucking around with that bullshit.
Oh, don't
Too
let us be
fucking much.
spectators in it. I'm sorry. Okay.
Terrible human being you are.
I already had Tanny offer for me in their lap the other day. I don't need long range Discord or further. But yeah, let's
Well
go.
then. Let's go.
Okay. So hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes here on Tales of Gaming Addiction, where we sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons. And for some reason my Discord is freaking out because Streamlabs is doing something weird.
Ugh.
The thing is that I look over at the stream and the stream is fine. I think it's where Streamlabs is capturing, but also my graphics card is outputting, and they're just a frame or two out from each other, and it's screwing up the graphics card. It is freaky.
Also, hi Stabjoy. Hope you're doing well and all that jazz.
Hello. Hopefully my scream did not unsettle you.
Behave. Calm yourself, Discord.
It is behaving.
Yeah, this is the thing. The second I look away, everyone's lights start coming on like it's a freaking disco.
Part
So I've
of
got to leave the cursor there so it stays calm.
Part of me wants to roleplay as Discord using
Glow sticks.
Fucking the guy who did the voice for Iago, something Godfrey or something.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert Godfrey, thank you. God rest his soul, or whatever.
I just remember the Family Guy bit, but I won't torture anyone with that.
But yeah.
Gilbert Godfrey.
I mean, yeah. I was gonna say yeah. I would try and roleplay as Discord in the voice of Gilbert Godfrey, but I just don't think I'd have the capacity in my throat to do such justice. So.
There's somewhere there was Gilbert Godfrey read 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
I do need to work on my Gilbert Godfrey. I think I can do his voice, but I would want to practice it.
Yeah.
I find it very hard because it's very high and very nasally.
It is very.
Oh yeah, and we don't have anyone here who does really high-pitched nasally voices.
Oh yeah, of course.
Anyway. So yeah, let's see everyone calls up on what's going on. So our wonderful band of misfits have found their way back to Verilanium, the capital of the once great Dragonborn Empire. Das did think about giving the people a bit of a show, which would have been a horrific battle idea. Because I kid you not, the DM was having sweats of like crap. If there is a fight about to break out, this is a city, the city. Oh, I'm not prepared for this.
I did the sensible thing and went in like a normal boat on water, like everyone else.
King Captain Emperor Das.
King Captain Dictator Das.
Yes.
Secretly, this is how the series pivots now from D&D fantasy to Warhammer 40k. Das is secretly the god emperor of mankind.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Oh, is Verilanium led by a consul?
No.
Either way.
Yeah. But in
Yeah.
any case, you got the Lost Legion home. Got a quite hefty reward for it. Your ship is currently being refitted to accommodate your new crew and have all the repairs necessary. Also known as the TM didn't actually get around to building that map at any point, so it's still the old gunship map. Don't at me.
Which is fine, we'll theatre of the mind.
Yes.
That's right, because other things also happened. Rex went off into the city and found himself at the Gatone Manor, only indulging in some lady favours.
Yes.
And the last thing really was that you guys have 3 extra days of downtime before you appear before the Imperial Senate.
Actually, I wondered whether I could quickly hop to the Hatters at some point. Like, I don't know, just because. Why not? Like, if they had anything interesting for me, and then if not, then well, that's fine because Das has other diplomatic shenanigans to be getting on with.
I'm just thinking like that thing when Rex finally joins back to the crew
Oh no.
and just like they are sitting around the table in an inn. Rex just flops down on like a chair next to a table and is like, I'm spent.
You mean you spent all your money on some lavish shenanigans or lavish wealth?
That's the point, actually. Rex,
Yes.
your night of glorious experiences and wonderful hand massages
Mm-hmm.
has set you back 100 gold.
Okay, that's cool.
Wow.
No worries.
I nearly spat my drink out there.
So if we do have downtime, I think Appa's actually going to spend some of his downtime making notes and going to the different libraries in the city to learn more about the Draconomicons and the prime dragons in general.
Well, you are in luck, for there is a temple dedicated to all the prime dragons in the centre of the city.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where you actually put the dang thing. I want to say it's this building here.
That sounds good to me. Appa will invite anyone to come with him, but otherwise he'll go alone. With the bag of holding containing 3 of the Draconomicons, because that's totally safe.
Yes.
I mean, Das could go to the Hatters on like one of the days, and then he could always go with Eppa, like in the library or whatever. Like, or anyone else who wants to come with him, that's fine. It's all good.
I mean, Tink would probably like to go to the library.
I mean, it would make sense.
No.
Yeah, Das can develop his bardic powers now that he has a level in bard.
So if we're treating this as day 1, so it's what? Tink and Eppa to the temple library, Das to the Hatters, and Rex is still getting laid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. So for Tink and Eppa, you guys go to the Grand Library, as it were, which does double as a temple for the Prime Dragons, as a lot of the city of Verulanium has to have been retrofitted for new purposes. So there is a Colosseum that's in the city that is now the Imperial Palace. It's all had to be converted. It's kind of weird. It's like walking around the Colosseum in Rome and knowing full well, like, oh, the Parliament's in there. In any case, as you enter the library space, the initial hallway and entry rooms are lined with bookshelves, and librarians are busy passing or flicking through tomes and sorting out books on shelves. In the chamber beyond, in a cathedral-like space, are statues dedicated to each of the prime dragons, each of them done in beautifully hand-carved marble, with all the distinction that these demigods deserve.
I think Eppa is going to quickly go and take a look at Azalon's. So I don't think Eppa's ever actually seen the guy in dragon form before, not properly.
So shockingly,
I have his gavel.
Hmm?
Do I have his gavel? As
No, you
Azalon's,
have.
or I'm thinking
No, you have Aurelian.
Aurelian, that's it.
Yeah, you have the gold
Right,
dragon.
we
Yeah, sadly, they both begin with A's because, you know, I'm creative like that. Anyways, so yeah, you can go to each of the various statues. So Azulon is just literally a blue dragon, although instead of like a roaring triumphant stance, it seems almost subdued and meditative. There is an unnatural sereneness when you're looking at it and standing near it, almost as if the rest of the world has gone silent and into background music.
Ooh, that's cool.
Aurelian sits more majestic. You can almost imagine him behind a judge's desk, and literally everyone, several people you notice like feel a bit uncomfortable as they walk past, but other people stand at the statue and almost feel as if a burden has been lifted from them. You can almost see like their shoulders go up a little bit. It's clear that like people are either uncomfortable or grateful for being judged.
All right, big guy. We're in a temple that is also a library. You're the one who wants me to learn things. You've got to have a clue about where they keep the books worth reading in here. This is like all in his head to the cave.
You do get a twinge, if you will, almost like a message back, and it's a confusing message. It has the urgency, but you can't make out what the message is. There's like a deep sense of dread when you ask about the things you're looking for, and it's just very let's not do that right now. Let's go do something else instead. Let's do something fun. This is, by the way, this is not like DM's apprehension. This is plot related.
Yeah, I think Eppo is going to just. Eppo's going to ask for two things of like a local priest. One is going to ask for anything on not Verilium, Veridus. Like anything that just goes into detail on Veridus and the crown. But then just anything on the Draconomicons.
So they do point you over to Viridis' statue, which again is in marble, but like there's deliberate trails of moss growing over it, and again a gentle garden sereneness. And even around the statue itself, there's this unnatural garden growing. The best they really give you in terms of the crown is that it's a powerful artifact, but even they don't know the full extent of what it can do. It was said to have gifted those great wisdom. That's about as far as you can really get. In terms of the Draconomicons, if you have any, they'd be so grateful and would love to start taking copies. Because, again, these are lost books.
So they are not about to. Eppo's not mentioning that he has any. He's asking if they have any notes about about them.
Beyond the fact they are lost and no one's ever made a copy of them, and they'd be really grateful because apparently that level of knowledge would be amazing.
Oh, I feel like I need to roll a deception check, not to smirk.
Give me a deception check to hide your smirk.
That's a 9. It's just very barely suppressed knowing smirk on a kobold's face.
The priest you're going to talk to is looking at you going, you wouldn't by chance happen to have any on hand, would you? Or know of where such things could be found? You seem very knowledgeable about the world.
Oh, I mean, you see all the books that are hanging around my waist? None of them are Draconomicons. This one's my spell book. He does have a spell about how to summon a dragon.
Well, sadly we already have that one on file these days.
Yeah. So there's no analysis or theories on the Draconomicons.
Beyond the fact they're just ancient historical tomes, that's about as best we have, really.
Yeah, that's a shame.
It is. We'd hope to glean some more insight. Parts of our world history are lacking in gaps, and having the Draconomicons would be the ideal thing to help bridge those periods of history together.
Again, that smirk is barely being covered by the fact that Eppa is now covering his face.
I could just imagine Eppa just doing the Grinch like grin, like it's getting more difficult to hide.
Mhm. Tink, what were you looking for again?
Oh, nothing. Just, knowledge is power. Like to learn things.
Actually, do you have anything not about Azulon that's not associated with that statue? Or
Well, there is an order of monks that was trained by him. Give the DM a second because he has to remind himself of the location name.
I want to say it was I don't think it's Iboricum. I think it's Curia.
It is indeed Curia.
Yes.
there is a very quick message sent to Tink, very quietly under Eppa's breath. Do we donate the scroll and ask about Evanrath and the guy? Tink?
I don't know. I mean, what knowledge would I have?
No. You know that we picked up that scroll about the Imperial dynasties, which seems to suggest that the last emperor became or was responsible for summoning Ebenrath.
Yeah, the thing that you found an ancient scroll which pointed to the downfall of the Dragonborn Empire being like a shift in imperial worship from Io to Ebenrath.
Yeah.
Would it be dangerous to either A, donate the scroll, or B, ask about that guy?
I think it'd be fine to ask about it. I would say we keep the scroll with us as long as possible.
Do you have anything on Ebenrath and Saphirion?
We have things on Saphirion, but he leans in a bit closer in like a hushed whisper. Why do you wish to know about Ebenrath?
How do I explain this? I'm part of an organization that's actively trying to prevent his return. Any information regarding what he has done or who he was would be useful to that end. I was going to say, Ebenrath isn't still actively worshipped, right?
No, it is. It's like saying Vecna in Forgotten Realms. Best not to say the evil god name out loud. So, sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, the more that we can, well, as my friend said, knowledge is power. The more that we're aware of, the more prepared we can be. Hopefully with no need, but better safe than sorry.
Yes.
Just puts his biggest kobold smile on.
I certainly see. Well, if you follow me, and he leads you to Saphirion statue, which you'd expect to be made out of marble. This one's actually made of solids.
Not coming through on your mic.
Whoops. Would help if I held down the push to talk key. Big problem there. Yeah, he leads you down to Saphirion statue, where like you would expect it, this, like all the others, to be made out of marble, but it's in a little tucked away corner, and it is made of sapphire, fittingly enough. And there was a few tomes scattered around where it's like a history of Saphirion, the Order of Knights that he created and fought and led, and then subsequently obviously left during the Dragon Wars. There is no mention in any of those books of his fall to Ebenrath or the Order itself going defunct. So somewhere in the world there might still be a band of knights worshipping a sapphire dragon.
Okay, I think Eppa's gonna just plop himself down and just sort of try and just read through these to see if they provide any context to what we already experienced at his tower.
Okie dokie. As I got your digestion there.
Push to talk.
Yep. I realised that. I also like half belched through the middle of that anyway. Anyways, anything else that you two wanted to do on this day one of your library search?
Has Tink made her key locks, didn't she? Her
Yes.
lock key. Yeah.
Yes, the keys that can cast knock very loudly.
Yeah. And are also guns.
Like I said,
Also pistols.
it casts knock very loudly.
Eppa's favourite use of fabricate in a while. She's like, key locks. Huzzah. It's like, no, key guns. Who needs the key blade when you have the key gun?
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 12. Cowboys and cartoon.
Key coho.
I don't think there's anything else in this library that Tink wants to do.
I assume it'll probably take some time for Eppa to read, so feel free to abandon him if you've got something else you want to do.
Well, that's day one. We're counting that as day one. That was our task, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, the Grand Library's got plenty of information for you guys on general things, even like there's books on engineering and creative, and even spells are available for purchase here if we're RPGing this up.
Ooh. I know what I'm doing on day 2.
Fair enough. In that case, then, whilst those two are away at the library for their first day, Das and Rex, what are you two up to for day one of your extra 3 days of downtime?
I was going to head over to Hatter's. I don't know, just because if there's any news or anything that they want us to do. I say for extra pocket money, but I think we just have so much money.
Just more to beat the boredom.
Yeah. It's just to beat the boredom, but also I don't know. It's just for funsies.
I can't shake this image now. Das, like, after a few hours of being alone, just starts running up the ship masts and like doing free running sequences across the harbour.
Yeah. Like it's his way of dispelling all the energy and the voices in his head.
Random hay bales have been assassinated.
Whee!
Well,
Could you turn the fan on for me?
well, after the first day, Rex is pretty over his overcharge, and he is just gonna go look around town if there is anything interesting.
Okie dokie. Also, I apologise for the horrendous background noise of my fan on the street, but it's so hot sitting here, just having that cold air come up this way is so nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, starting with Das, King Captain Das.
Okay.
You find your way to one of the hatters. There are various hat shops, but you instinctively find one by looking at, for the clear signs of the Hatters Guild.
I hardcore parkour on my way to the Hatters Guild.
And as you enter the store, there is no one in right now. There was just one lone Dragonborn individual currently putting together some sort of a commission. He's putting the finishes touches on what looks like a very fanciful top hat. And as you enter the door, he doesn't even look away from his work. He just calls out to you as if you're going to be running across the rooftops, there are better ways of doing it. You are far too loud.
Oh. Yep. You have very sensitive hearing, sir. That or the rooftops may be a bit thin in places. Might need a bit of a better insulation, I suppose. But what can you do?
No, you misunderstand. I mean, loud as in flashy. I assume you're one of us in a hat. You meant to be quiet, subdued, gentlemanly.
Well, gentlemanly is my middle name. Actually, it isn't. I don't actually know what my middle name is, but I have gotten quite the upgrade since the last time I was in a hatter's shop such as this. Not necessarily in this town per se, or at least I don't think it's in this town. I really can't remember. But in any case, I've had quite the promotion. But I was just wondering if there were any particular hats that need delivering, hats that need to be placed on people's heads, hats that need to cover the heads of people who are very exposed.
Sadly, we have no jobs for someone of your skill right now, as far as we're concerned. You are just a padfoot.
Even though I'm the descendant of the great grandfather Bob Littleclaw.
Family means nothing to me and my group here at this particular point in time.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, I see.
For we operate swiftly and silently, and I have no jobs for someone loud and brash as yourself.
I don't know. I reckon I could be pretty stealthy and silent. Like if anything, I can hide in plain sight. Be a bit of a distraction. Maybe.
He puts the hat down and looks over at you and goes, "Hide in plain sight," says the man wearing two hats at once.
It just shows how stealthy I can truly be, despite wearing the two hats. I'm a man of many hats, you know. You know what? Speaking of which, not that I want to give anyone a hat. I suppose I want a hat commissioned for myself. I'm thinking something along the lines of like very fancy top hat, similar to what you're working on right now, but I don't know. Just something that matches my essence du personne, as they say. Somewhere in the world where they speak that kind of language.
I don't have anything for you anyway. At all. I do mean it. I don't even want to sell you anything. And he snaps his fingers and you don't even hear it land behind you. You just feel another presence standing behind you. As another assassin has literally dropped from the rafters behind Das.
Wait.
Where'd you materialize from?
He's been in the rafters. He was sitting up there keeping me company. It's how I knew you were coming here.
I don't know whether to find that very thoughtful of him or very, very worrying.
Worrying's a good word. This is the whole point of the intimidation factor.
I have a very worrying feeling that this guy behind me might Yeah, deliver me a hat.
No, he's not here to deliver you a hat. He is, however, here to deliver you a bill.
Wait, Bill? What Bill? Like, who's this Bill of which you speak?
As you turn around, the individual that's behind you is clearly a half-elf, and he pulls out a wax-sealed letter and hands it to you. The wax seal is very familiar. It's the seal of Seagate.
Oh, damn it!
I will open the wax seal.
Let me see how much gold I have in my inventory.
The letter itself is quite simply a bill for outstanding taxes on Seagate. You do note, though, that it is like several weeks old, almost like dating back to the start of the campaign. Clearly, the messages have gotten lost in the mail, and so someone's hired the hatters to get the money out of you without knowing that you just paid off most of your debts anyway.
So
how much do I owe Seagate?
Technically, you owe Seagate nothing, but the bill currently has a 150 gold credit on it. Sorry, 150 debit. So you owe 150 gold.
Oh. Is that all?
I could just technically pay this off right now.
The half-elf holds her hand out as if to go, in your own time.
I will painstakingly give each gold piece individually.
Oh my god!
I was waiting for you to do it in like copper pieces just to be fully annoying.
I don't think I have 150 gold pieces worth of copper pieces. I think. Do I?
You do in silver.
That would be 15.
You know what? I will do it in silver. Just because. I will do it in silver. So.
Yeah, for context, Stas has 2,154 silver. So yeah.
So would that be? I'm just trying to work it out. So would that be 100? No, it's not 150 silver pieces, is it?
1,500.
1,500. Oh, I mean, either way, I could just I'll just do. Maths has never been his strong subject, and he
has an intelligence of 9. He knows what he's doing.
So I'm going to give 1,500 silver pieces.
Yeah.
Just to get rid of the weight. There we go. They now have that much gold in silver pieces.
The
Like
Dragon Ball.
Tiana does it, Princess and the Frog.
Yep.
Just painstakingly do it in like one or two bits at a time.
Oh no, it's the way that because they're like to her like a woman of your means, and then at the end just jars and jars of coins of her tips.
Yeah.
Fear the tip economy.
There you go. Yeah. So that's that debt paid off. Eventually.
But after a couple of minutes, the Dragon Ball behind the counter is like, "Thank you, Alexius. You can deliver that now." And you just watch the half-elf walk out the shop front and go into the busy crowd and just almost seemingly vanishes after literally a second in the crowd.
Does that include the 7 silver pieces that I still own for the fine?
It didn't, but it does now.
I am still refusing to pay the 7 silver pieces, by the way.
Just wanted chasing him, going, wait! Buddy, taking 7 out. They're not getting the 7 out of me.
No, they're not getting the 7 out of me. No, they can pry it off my cold, dead hands.
God damn you, Das.
I believe that's why they involved the Hatters.
Yeah,
exactly.
They need just those 7 silver pieces.
Well, it's not always about the money.
Not about the money, it's about sending a message.
Yes.
I sent my message. They can pry off my cold, dead hands.
They didn't deliver their message yet.
Yeah.
They
They didn't deliver the hat.
No, the message comes first, then the hat.
Okay.
It's
either
hoping you
way-
get an email notification like, your parcel's out for delivery.
Well, either way, I've paid the 150 silver pieces of debt, minus the 7 silver pieces for breaking the law. I will keep this until my deathbed. Until I'm in my deathbed.
That fight's already been handled because we went and fought in the north.
I don't care. I will keep this part of myself until they make the actual effort to get it from me.
This is why Eppa's the quartermaster.
Exactly. Exactly. Someone's got to be good at math on the ship.
Perfectly fine for it to be the high intelligence wizard.
Exactly.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Well then.
So
if that
Das has been causing chaos.
Well, I mean, if that is all the debt paid, does that change your mind for that hat that I still have in mind?
The Dragonborn looks at you responsive. No, it doesn't.
Well, it's
If
been lovely.
we have need of you to do a delivery for us, we will contact you.
Duly noted. I shall bid you a good day and possibly meet again when the opportunity arises. And yes. Take care, have fun, and nice job with that hat, by the way.
It's not finished yet, but I do appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day, sir.
And I will sidestep out the door before I hardcore parkour to the next nearest hat shop and get a top hat there.
God damn you, Das.
King Cat and Das to you.
No, just Das.
So
Anyway. We'll discuss the top hat later. Rex, anything you wanted to do with your first day of extra downtime?
Who? Me.
Yes, you.
I want to look around the city and see if there is anything interesting to do.
There's a couple of gambling dens. Obviously, the Catone Manor for getting your rocks off. People are fishing. You can hire a fishing boat. You can go fishing in the river.
I'm too much on the sea for that.
ha on the sea.
Uh-huh. Can Rex roll investigation if he finds anything interesting besides the things you described?
Yeah, go for it. Give me an investigation check. As at this point, I missed the Streetwise check in 4th edition. As much as it was a terrible edition, Streetwise was such a good skill to have.
So, 22.
With a total of 22, what is there anything specific that Rax himself was looking for?
Not really. Like, just in general, something what could be used. What could be used to occupy his time.
There's certainly the other things I've described as like bowling, darts, there's pub games. There is plenty going on. You do find something to keep Rex occupied for the day.
Yeah, actually darts sounds kind of fun. He's gonna take part in like a darts competition.
Oh, well then, go ahead and give me a dexterity check really quick.
Dexterity check. Yeah, just a moment. And that's 14
That's a
or 17 for advantage.
14 is pretty respectable. You do find other people who are better than you at darts, but they seem to be more naturally proficient than you are at throwing the, launching the arrows. Oh
Mhm.
no. Just saw Das's message in the game chat. I have another hat in mind besides the top hat, the legendary Deerstalker.
Yes.
You haven't gone up high enough in the ranks to earn a Deerstalker.
Also, I noticed that there is a problem that it doesn't actually roll.
Yeah, I suspect this is a Beyond 20 issue with the new tabletop.
Yeah.
Oh, mine works straight away.
Mine works pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Have I had a long rest since because for some
Oh
reason
yeah,
I'm-
you have days for long rest.
perfect. There we go.
But anyway, yeah. So overall in the darts competition, you come about, fourth, but it's respectable when you're used to firing a hand crossbow rather than like actual precision dart throwing. So you do manage to make a little bit of money out of it. You make in total about 15 silver.
Okay. Sounds good. And then if there is anything Rex could learn while he is there, can he find anything like that?
Sorry, what was that? I spaced then.
So, is there anything? Can Rex find anything he could learn while being there? Like, be a better at some skill or something?
If you're willing to give up the rest of your days of downtime, you can spend time and money to gain proficiency in another skill.
Yeah. I actually would like that, yes.
So, what skill would you like to improve your proficiency in?
Just a moment. Let's see. What could be a good one?
I'm gonna copy and paste in because I wrote something in the Twitch chat, but not the one. No.
Okay. Well, that actually sounds kind of funny. Yeah. Let's go with performance.
Wait,
I mean, it was a suggestion. I don't.
Oh
Oh
god.
god, my influence is taking over. No.
Okay then. You
Because
do find
performance
it
can
done.
be.
I was gonna say
Because
you.
perform. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go first.
Okay. So performance can be used multiple ways.
I
I meant it as a suggestion. You didn't have to listen to me. I'm the worst conscience you could possibly listen to.
I don't know. I haven't gone malicious yet.
Yeah. So wait. I cannot get any like ability points. I cannot.
That's right. I've already edited it on your character sheet.
All right. Good.
So what you can do is you can click on the actual skill, click the customize drop-down menu, and you can say like your skill proficiency level, and I've set it to proficient, and I've just made a note of earned from paying a dance teacher.
Yes.
So over the next few days, you do find a dance teacher who's willing to instruct you in the ways of dancing. He does teach you a weird thing he's developing called a cha-cha slide.
Okay.
And for the best part of the next 3 days, you spend approximately 600 gold. 200 a day.
Okay. Now that starts to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I was
I
gonna
was gonna say, especially when he does the one hop this time. Boing!
One hop this time. Lower, damn it!
So wait, how much?
It's like, look, you're doing the crisscross when you're meant to jump. Get it right, boy.
So, I have one platinum of 495 gold.
I've got my sheet. You have 595 and 1 platinum.
So you would have 5 gold left.
Yeah, there was the 100 gold which was spent at the lady famous.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, so far, like, because obviously at the top it gives you a total. You have 820 gold in total.
Yes.
So you can easily afford it if you want to.
Yeah, I want to. So if you can just subtract it from my money spent.
Money pool.
Maybe like take mostly from the silver because the silver is so much.
It's kind of annoying. I kind of want to have just a button on D&D Beyond to just put everything in gold.
Mm-hmm.
Now I kind of want to improve. Now I kind of want to gain performance as a proficiency, but in a totally different way.
Can you really get it for being a bard?
I don't. I don't know. I think I chose different proficiencies, but I will double check. Yeah. Yeah, so I could choose any instrument, and then I have 1 proficiency, and I chose persuasion. Now I kind of want to learn the cha-cha slide and then make this the next big dance.
If you've got the 600 gold, and also don't mind losing 3 days of your downtime.
I mean, I've already lost 1 day. I mean,
let's face it, your little vignette with the hatter, I consider was like half a day.
yeah, that's very true.
Like in total, that's including like the morning run and parkouring over the streets.
Right, I've got to go because my scanner just fell off. Right.
Oh no!
Right, I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
I mean, I'm going for more of the lyrical variety. So I don't know. Maybe I could. I don't know. Have like.
I know
Less-
exactly what song Das learns.
Sorry.
I know exactly what song you'd learn.
Go on.
You'll be back from Hamilton.
You'll be back soon. You'll see.
You
Have you not heard that?
No, I'll have to give it a listen later on.
Right, that's this evening's entertainment sorted.
I'll put it in the embedded chat.
Oh, it's the Adabatic. Oh, that Adabatic's great.
Yeah. I will have a look into it. I mean,
Yes,
yeah.
so-
Amongst other songs, I had in mind. Yeah.
Also, I just have to say, while we are talking about Hamilton, the song. What was it? It wasn't Alexander Hamilton. It was the
It's
Aaron
not
Burr.
It's not wait for it.
no.
There's a lot of songs.
There are a lot. Of
Yeah. It's the like. It's the one the 4 stars made the cover on.
Oh.
For which they did 2. They did Freezer, got one for You'll Be Back. Then they did one for Anderson, which is the Alexander Hamilton one.
Yeah, the Alexander Hamilton one. Yeah. That exact song.
But they replaced it with Alexander Anderson.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
In any case. So, 2 of you are out for the next 3 days. Echo, was there anything you want to do with days 2 and 3?
Oh, do I need to pay like the 600 gold?
Yes.
Okay, let me sort that out.
Eppa is thoroughly scouring this library in an attempt to find out what the hell Azulon is so uncomfortable about. Clearly, it is useful to know, but Azulon does not want to explain. But like, yeah, so he's read all those books on Safirion on the first day. So I guess, is there some way of figuring out what Azulon was freaked out about?
You know, I think it's my goldfish memory. Can't even remember what you asked initially.
Well, I was asking him if there was anything worth learning about in here to Azulon when I was talking to a statue.
Ah, yes. Okay. There are several things on day 2 you can actually find out. You do find that he has an order of monks up in Curia. They're called the Storm Wardens.
Yes, that was mentioned.
They originally were a triad, so they had 3 masters. 1 mastered rain, 1 mastered the force of the storm, and 1 mastered the lightning. The reason why he feels a bit embarrassed is because that order literally fell apart, and only had 1 member remaining in the form of Durathil, who is a human monk.
Half elf.
Oh, half elf. Sorry, I apologise.
No, that's fine.
It was the speed of the half elf.
No.
But anyway, yeah, the half-elf monk Durathil. And reading through it, like, you read some of his own adventures, his sad exploits, and then there's a bit which shocks you, where you see that he went to the plane of air to truly become one with the storm. And you have the flashback to when you're in the plane of air and you found that body wrapped in the blue cloak.
Oh. Does that mean there are none left?
As far as you can tell, coming through
Oh
the
no,
book...
I'm asking the cloak that
Oh.
correctly.
Sorry, I thought that was player asking me. The cloak gives you a response back of, that would be the end of my order. My faith is still there, but not as strong as it used to be.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, I'm not used to comforting gods.
You get a sense back of, it is what it is. He's neither angry, upset, happy, or elated.
Next time that we're in Kumo, I'm sure that'll be a good place to try and inspire at least someone with your teachings again. And alongside the general topics of his research in here, which were like the Draconomicon and the artifacts and whatnot, he will sort of just ask for a copy of the tenets of Azalon's monks, just to sort of like stash for the future. It's not necessarily going to be useful for him because he's not a fucking monk, but
It's good to know. I will make a note of that for myself to read you up, because I made note of them yonks ago and I forgot where I put my notes.
yeah, I'm just going to put a scroll in my inventory for now.
Alright then. So anything else over the next few days for Tink and Eppa as Das and Rex are learning how to dance?
And sing.
And sing and all that good jazz. You're being taught by Kevin Bacon.
Oh, damn it.
What? It means you're now part of the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, although now you're just 1 degree.
Yes.
Oh, actually now Brains is like, I wonder something now. So for context, I got a message sent from Tash, and it's just didn't know.
The Triceratops.
No,
But yes.
but no. Anyway,
I mean, yeah, I wanted to spend basically all 3 of the days in this library, so should I just roll something like investigation to sort of see how that turns out?
yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okey-doke.
I might just head off completely because I've had a bit of a nightmare.
Alright.
Okay.
I've had to put the new sensor on, and it decided to bleed out the top of it and all onto my scanner. And,
Oh no.
Oh,
and I have
no.
a yellow top on and blue bedding, so I'm a bit pissed off at the minute.
You saw that.
Yeah, go sort yourself out.
Yeah,
Hopefully you get
and I
everything
know
sorted.
all the sensors because it ran out 6 days early because it fell off 6 days early. So
Fun.
we'll see you all soon.
See you soon.
Okay, see you soon. Be safe.
Bye.
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 So I rolled about as badly as I could have.
It could have been worse. Could have been a natural one.
As I said, about as badly as I could have.
You do eventually. You do a good bit of research and you feel quite happy with what you have.
Mm. I think when Eppa leaves on the 3rd day, because I think we were going to the palace, weren't we?
Yes.
Just because it's for my sense of humor. When he leaves, he walks past that priest that he was asking for information from the first day, who saw him smoking far too much. And it's just like, I suppose I can write up a couple of copies of them when I get back to the ship. But well. So just lightly muttering that within just about earshot of that priest, so just so he freaks out for a little bit.
Like you watch as like his head turns. It's just like, did I hear him right?
Okay, it's not going to sleep for a week.
Alright. So, after your 3 days of downtime, you have all learned your new dance skills, gleaned new information. You are all gathered by the general of the fort that you originally met when you handed back the Lost Legion. And he ushers you towards the Imperial Palace, which is next door to the library where you just were, Eppa. You can see it is a Colosseum that has been converted into what's necessary. You're brought in through the outer walls to the inner walls, where what would have been stalls for food and entertainment have now been turned into more like office blocks. You can see accountants and people discussing the legality and working through laws and other such things, like people going through their licenses. and then you're brought into the inner courtyard itself. You can see, as you're brought through and into large grates, several senators pass you as they go around you and up into the upper seating areas, whilst you almost like descend down a gentle slope into what would have been the arena once before, where gladiators would have battled and chariots raced. Now sits a simple stone platform, and as you enter, Eppa, you'll be aware of this being a wizard. Like, there's an arcane bubble as you pass through. The hubbub of the outside is then completely vanished, and you almost feel like your own voice would be elevated in this space. So a whisper would be a shout. And eventually you're brought in. You can see surrounding you senators, each of them wearing a different sash over their robe, over their togas. Gold, green, red, blue, white, black. A whole myriad of colours. All scattered about in like deliberate sections. As if different branches of government have their own seating arrangement here. Separate in its own little box, you see a elderly blue dragonborn come and take his seat. He's using his staff of office as like a walking stick to help him up. He currently has one eye covered with an eye patch. And the general reaches down into the dirt of the arena, grabs a handful and holds it up and lets some of it spill over your assembled group. And calls out to the rest of the arena that by the earth of the old empire, we have a right to speak on this important day. These 5 have found artifacts and may have some insight into why the elements have gone the way they have, why crops are failing, why the sea is no longer as bountiful as it was, and why the empire itself may suffer a second calamity. And the senators around you begin to like chatter and murmur. It becomes quite a pitched thing until eventually the old emperor raises a gnarled hand to usher silence. And the general turns to all of you and says, would you like to tell the assembled here what they've heard? You'll be heard. You have been blessed by the dirt.
Thank you, Your Honor, Your Grace, your awesomeness for granting us this audience with you.
Rex kinda shields his ears because it's so loud.
It's not deafeningly loud, it seems balanced for everybody in question. But it's just like, you can't even whisper in this space.
Yeah.
So, we recently embarked on a little bit of a mission to grab ourselves an artifact which would help us against a threat of an ancient evil that I mean, I'm not entirely sure whether it's one of those like they who shall not be named kind of situations, but by any means, along the way we came across a group of soldiers who claimed to have been the 12th Legion?
Yes.
Yes.
The 12th Legion of the Dragonborn Empire, and due to many of us recognizing the sigils and symbols on their various garments and weaponry as such, we've come to the conclusion that indeed, yes, they are the Lost Legion, which you'd wonder, but wait, wouldn't they be dead by now since it's been over, I don't know, a few millennia per se? Well, what if we told you that all this time they had been wandering the Feywild. Caught in a bit of a timey-wimey, spaghetti loopy, goopy type of thing. And it wasn't until we come across these individuals that they only realised how long they've truly been gone for. To them, it's only been about 4 months. But in reality, it's been like thousands upon thousands of years. Which, some of them have gone through a bit of an existential crisis and are currently getting therapy. But rest assured, we managed to rescue all of the 12th Legion and have brought them back to Verulanium safe and sound. Physically speaking, to the military district where they were taken care of and sort of caught up to date with all the historical bits and pieces that have been going on. And yes, I think that's about it, unless anyone else wants to add any specific details that I haven't covered.
I think that depends more importantly on His Imperial Majesty's question.
Yeah, the Emperor himself doesn't say much. He just seats where he is and listens to your words. I've highlighted a couple of them because he'll start shouting out. The one with the green highlight starts shouting out there like, "It's preposterous. There's no way they would have survived in the Feywild for so long. It is wild and uncontrolled." The one that's highlighted in yellow from the gold is asking whether or not that we have such a thing, legally speaking, for soldiers of that long a retinue to have returned home. Can we even work out the land deal properly? Blues want to discuss more like the arcane nature of the whole thing, and how long they've been missing in the history books. Meanwhile, the Reds clearly are like the military faction, are just straight up like, do we have soldiers home and they are not being put back to work? If they're still young and fit and fighting, we need them. We need more troops in the north, god damn it. And eventually the Emperor silences them all again just by raising his hand. And what is the ancient threat that you have brought to my Senate?
Well, friends, ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears for the name of this entity of great threat goes by the name of this Eben. Hang on.
Hang on.
I've got this.
Okay, because I'm not great with names.
The cause of the threat, and he sort of brings out the compass and just sort of like uses his mage hand to sort of just like elevate it in the space. This compass has been designed to find rifts in the elemental plane. Now, what's interesting? Sorry, I'm I don't want to skip ahead. The reason for that is that we were trying our best to provide aid only a few weeks ago. Just make sure we're in the timelines right. How long in the timeline ago was it that we were in Emberstone?
Now about 2 weeks ago, I think, maybe 3.
About 3 weeks ago, we were delivering aid to Emberstone as they were having problems from the city of Seagate. And we found that the fire plane and the earth plane were fighting over a phoenix egg. Because as it turns out, the elemental titans of the elemental planes are failing. Be it through some connection, as far as those elemental planes can tell, and as far as we could tell, because of Ebenrath.
Yes.
Whatever seal was used to trap him is failing. And whilst we've been able to help the earth plane and the airplane, with no small sacrifice from their own residents, there are still 2 more that are failing. And whilst this compass was designed to chase rifts into those planes, for some reason, it is desperate to find the artifacts of the Prime Dragons. In the last 2 weeks alone, we've gone from having this, and he sort of stretches out Azalon's cape and the gavel, to having the blades of Shiba
Megami, I will show off the blades.
We were gifted the braces of
Lilith.
Lilith.
Thank
Lilith,
you. Yeah,
yes.
Lilith. Still on Nars how I'm remembering names now.
And we recently recovered from the now collapsed ruins of Sephiron's tower. And he sort of gestures to Rex's bright fucking blue breastplate.
Mm-hmm.
And this, only a few days ago, along whilst rescuing your soldiers, and bringing the compass down, he uses his mage hand to raise the crown.
There was quite the murmur going around as you like the second you mentioned the word Ebenrath. There was, you almost like felt a sensor come over the word, but you managed to break through. And as you like go over the artifacts, there's like all this murmuring and talk going around. Rex and TJ though are the ones to notice up in the military section, over where the Reds are. You notice a figure walking across, and you're not quite sure if they're friend or foe, but it's just like one of those things, you know, like when you think you see someone in the crowd that you recognise.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those moments you just watch them walk by, and they seem to be walking for the exit.
And Rex is like, TJ, you saw that? That was kind of weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, I saw it as well. I'm not quite sure who it is.
Yeah, me neither.
They say, echoing to the entire room.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone now begins like looking around, looking for this individual, at which point they've vanished from everybody else, like an assassin just disappeared into the crowd. Eventually, there shouts calls for the crown to be given back to the Emperor. Whilst it's not the official crown of the Imperium, it is a dragon artifact. And if you haven't claimed it, by right it's the Imperials. It was meant to have been found by the Lost Legion.
Mm-hmm.
And this kind of thing begins to like start building traction.
If I may interrupt is this the Senate?
Yes.
If I may interrupt the Senate for a moment. The reason the crown is unclaimed is because the crown is sentient. The crown can choose whom it wishes to reside with. There's no trinket to be worn idly. And even if we only recently learned that.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, we kind of like developed a bit of a telepathic bond with these items in question. It's a bit weird to some, but
So once again, the Emperor raises a hand to bring silence to everybody. It is not unusual for artifacts to be sentient. They are parts of gods themselves. But to bring so many into one location may be dangerous. I suggest that you keep the crown for now. And then when it speaks to you again and gives you direction, to follow it. Such things are wiser than they appear to be.
As is His Imperial Majesty. It was like listening to the crown itself. And Eppa will lower the crown and put it back in the bag of holding.
A general discourse then begins to build up around the whole situation. So I'm like agreeing with you, but louder voices sort of harassing and saying no to you. At which point, the rest of you now begin to notice something. You all begin to notice something strange and unusual. A black wisp begins to build up around the arena. It's very faint to start with. It's almost like the dirt's picking up, then you realise that that's a bit darker for dirt. Why is it smoke?
Is this
black mold?
Immediately, is this fire or is this magic?
Oh, this is straight up magic.
Oh boy.
What type of magic? Because I meant to be able to tell the school as soon as I drop that spell.
Yep, I can tell you the score right now. It is a conjuration. With a bit of necromancy mixed in.
Ugh.
As this swirl and mist begins to build around you, you then hear several cries out in the crowd from all sides, whether it's from the military, the blues, the golds, the greens, the blacks, a whole lot of these people crying for the chaos and the true empire to rise once more. As you hear people being stabbed and bodies are being thrown, and several of them begin to leap over the walls at you, whilst a couple of Praetorian guards shield the Emperor and begin to pull him back away from the edge. And that's what we're going to have to pick up next week.
Oh boy.
As you guys are now literally in the middle of a chaotic storm.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay! An ancient cult has finally made its move.
The what?
An ancient cult has finally made its move.
Oh boy.
I like ancient cults. They die.
There's people trying to be a dramatic like DBZ end of episode narrator and episode breaking the fourth wall going, I like ancient cults. Click. They die.
Then fade to black.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that session. They're a bit wild and uncontrolled, but same as all sessions here. I also realised that throughout the entire stream, it's like, my overlays now don't match up because the new setup for Roll20 is completely different from the old one. So the way I have everything cut in the overlay doesn't work.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, mind. It's actually really nice. It gives me a chance now, like, when I have some time off, I'm actually going to sit down, like, redo my overlays.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's all been fun. But yeah, thank you all for watching and all that. Hope you all enjoyed tonight's session. We shall see you all next week, hopefully back at full power, because sadly Marie's being stormed out by Mother Nature herself. And
Damn it, Debbie!
And Christie's being hardwared out by hardware.
yeah, and Christie's cybernetic hardware is playing up. Let's face it, that's basically what it is. So yeah, hopefully next week we'll be back at full force, and then we can have one epic encounter as we, I hate to say it, enter the final arc of the campaign.
Yes.
What? The final arc? Gosh darn.
Yeah, like this is a thing I have planned in, like, actually written down somewhere.
Oh yeah, snap.
Nice.
I have notes.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble.
The DM's prepared. Sort of.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But if you decide to go run somewhere, I'm not going to stop you.
Mm.
Yeah, with all that said and done,
Out of curiosity, why are there 6 people on the platform?
Good question. So there is.
so there's Eppa, Das, Tink, Rex, TJ, and then the general who greeted you at the gates. I didn't have a token for him, so I just reused the one from the old Legion.
Okay. So they are meant to be there. They are meant to be
Yes.
there. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, the way the Senate thing works is so you need an actual Dragonborn to initiate the magic because the dirt in the arena is from the old Empire. So it's more like an ongoing ritual thing. So they have to hold the dirt, declare that they have a right to speak, for they do hold the old land to them. And then when he sprinkled the dirt over all of you, it allowed you all to speak with and be heard by everybody.
I just thought
It's
they were
like
dust
pixie
making
dust of tongues.
Kind of, yeah. It's one of the cool things I liked about when I designed Verulanium, because it's like this was an outpost city. They were literally far flung removed. Everybody had a great time here. Then when the Empire fell, it's like, yes, okay. Now we actually have to refit everything. So it's like the Colosseum Arena is now the Imperial Palace and the Senate building. Which, building that map took forever, by the way, because curves and dungeon draft is a pain.
Yeah, I was gonna say I watched him sort of build the map in bits and pieces, and yeah.
I would love. I do want to do streams at some point where it's just me building battle maps.
Just to check before we say anything untoward, are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
Yes.
So, anyways, we shall head off, everybody. So, thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you all next time for some more D&D. Until then, everybody, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.